Before you watch the video or skip to the next part, make sure that you stop. Why? Because I might save your money and time. We have Preference Prime subscription, which is like Netflix but for placement preparation, upskilling, coding, and certifications. It has more than 200 plus courses like AI, ML, data science, AWS cloud, full stack web development, C, C++, Java, Python, DSA, computer coding, aptitude. Even has micro courses for companies like TCS, MPT, Wipro, Deloitte, ZS, Amazon, Cisco, Qualcomm, etc. So all problem solved just with one single subscription. And not just courses, just like a single subscription. We also have a Preference placement cell that has more than 400 plus hiring partners, and we actually do refer you in all of these companies once you complete our track of these weeks.
Hello Prepsters, welcome back to this video, and today we are going to discuss about Accenture syllabus and recruitment pattern for the year 2023 and 24. So Accenture has not changed up the pattern a lot, but yes, there has been some tweaks here and there. So we are going to discuss that all for you so that you don't miss out on what you will be getting when you sit for Accenture selection process. Right? So let's begin with the video here. Before that, if you are not connected with us on social media handles, make sure that you do that. You connect with us on Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and Telegram, especially at least the three most important platforms, which is Instagram, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn, because we keep giving you regular updates about the latest hirings, what are the latest trends in the IT industry and whatnot. So if you don't want to miss any of the latest updates of the drives and the hiring opportunities, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and Telegram. Also, make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell as well so that you get notified whenever we come up with a new video or a new live session or something that is going to help you to start preparing for your dream job, right? So that's it. Along with that, there's a surprise for you that the top 3 commenters on this video are going to get free Prep Insta Prime access. Yes, so that's a win-win situation for you. Not just to get information in this video about the Accenture drives and recruitment pattern, but also if you comment something and we pick you as the top 3 commenters, you are going to get a free access to Prep Insta Prime. Now, what is Prep Insta Prime? We will deep dive into the world of Prep Insta Prime very soon. But before that, let's begin with the video here. Okay, so let's start off with the roles that Accenture usually provides or offers to the students, alright? So there are 2 roles. The first is ASE, which is known as the Associate Software Engineer, and the second is AASE, which is the Advanced Associate Software Engineer, alright? The package is also different for the 2 roles. 4.5 LPA for ASE, which is Associate Software Engineer, and 6.5 LPA for AASE, which is the advanced version of ASE. Alright, so as a graduate, maybe you can sit for ASE and then upgrade yourself to AASE. I think Accenture provides that kind of pattern. So yes, you can upgrade your package by showing your excellence, showing your skills, showing your talent while working with Accenture and upgrading from 4.5 to 6.5. Alright, moving forward, let's start off with the actual syllabus and recruitment pattern. Now, what do we get when we sit for Accenture test? The first in the 3 rounds, you have to go through 3 rounds in order to get placed in Accenture. Those 3 rounds are very simple, just usual day-to-day process, which is the online assessment, followed by the technical interview and then the HR interview. Alright, so this is the first step where you sit for the online assessment. We are going to discuss in more details about the online assessment in the video forward. Then you have the technical interview. So after online assessment, you have cleared the assessment, you move towards the technical interview. After this, you move towards the HR interview, which is the last step or the deciding step for your selection. Alright, I hope that is clear for you. Moving forward, okay, let's start off with the actual online assessment pattern over here. Alright, as you can see that for the online assessment, there are going to be 3 sub-rounds. Alright, now one thing that you need to understand is that all of these 3 rounds happen on the very same day. Alright. However, it might take some time for you to clear off the first round, wait for a couple of minutes or couple of hours before you move towards the second round coding, and then again wait for a couple of hours and move towards the third round. Until and unless it's an off-campus exam. If it's an off-campus exam, then it might take some time for them to come up with the third round. Alright, I hope that is clear. So everything happens on the same day within the same time work and time frame. Alright, let's begin with the details here. Now, the first round that you have to sit for is the written test. Very normal, very usual. The sections are also very familiar with all of those of the other companies as well. So you get verbal ability, which is English ability. Then you have critical reasoning, abstract reasoning, common applications, pseudocode, and network security. All right. Now, understand the pattern that these 6 subsections have been divided into 2 subsections more, which is this is the cognitive section and this is the technical section. All right. So this is the cognitive section and this is the technical section. So you will have to complete with the cognitive section, then move towards the technical section. All right. I hope that is clear for you. Now, this particular written assessment has total of 90 questions. All right. We will move forward with the time limit as well. But as of now, the entire round 1, round 3 comprise of the same time limit. All right. So we are not going to divide them into different time frames. So 90 questions for these 6 sections along with 2 subsections, which is technical and cognitive. All right. Moving forward to the second round, which is the coding round. So once you have cleared the written assessment, we move towards the coding round. So can code in any of the below languages, which is C, C++, .NET, Java, and Python. So you are going to have 2 questions in hands-on coding. It's actually hands-on coding, right? And you can code in these different languages, which is C, C++, .NET, Java, Python. All right. So again, it's a basic coding section, which is going to be a little difficult, medium to difficult, difficulty. All right. Okay. Next, the third round that we have is the communication assessment round. All right. Now here you are going to get 20 to 25 questions. There may be an increase or decrease in the number of questions. There might not be a decrease, but definitely an increase in the number of questions. All right. So it's not a static number. They might increase the number as you go through the process. All right. Now, again, there are 6 subsections where you will be tested on sentence mastery, vocabulary, fluency, and pronunciation. If you want to know how to cross through or how to pass through the Accenture communication assessment round, we have a complete separate video for this specific round. You can go over and watch that video there as well. All right. It will be linked in the I somewhere. You can go and watch that video after you finish up this video. All right. So you're going to get 6 subsections, which is reading sentences, repeating sentences, jumbled sentences, question and answer, storytelling, and open questions. So open questions is the HR question. Again, proper details about the communication assessment round is mentioned in a specific video for the same round. So go watch that video once you finish this off. All right. So that was all about the written test or the online assessment. All right. We are going to go deep dive into each of these subsections right over here. So here coming up with another analysis. Okay. Let's see. So we start off with a deeper analysis of each of these subsections over here. All right. Now, let's begin with the cognitive section. As first, like I told you, there are 2 subsections, cognitive and technical. So we start off with the cognitive section here. Starts off with the English ability part, right? So you are going to get these topics. These are main topics such as sentence correction, prepositions, grammar, reading comprehension, idiom phrases, speech tenses, articles, sentence selection, spotting error, sentence arrangement, and so on and so forth. So these are all of the basic topics that usually occur or usually come in the English or the verbal section. All right. So let's look at that divisions over here. Total time 17 minutes. Number of questions is 17 questions, and the difficulty is moderate. All right. So if you want to prepare, if you want to practice more questions regarding this particular English ability, you can come onto a Prepinsa dashboard on Accenture dashboard and come and prepare for all of the mocks that you want, for all of these topics that you want to prepare for from our Accenture dashboard. All right. Moving forward, this was all about the English or the verbal ability. Let's move towards the critical reasoning and problem solving. Okay, so the topics that are mentioned here are arrangements, blood relations, statement conclusion, coding, decoding, agree, disagree, psychometric, analogies, inferred meaning, and logical sequence. So all of these are basic logical reasoning section. All right, so you get all of these in the logical reasoning section. And if you want to practice more questions on these particular topics, come over, move over to our Accenture dashboard on Prepinsta and prepinstaprime.com and feel free to prepare for the test. All right. So the quick time and question division states over here 18 minutes of total time, 18 questions. So it means 1 question, 1 minute. And the difficulty is again moderate. The difficulty for the overall online assessment is moderate. It's not too high. All right. So it's going to range between easy to moderate to a little medium high, not very high. Okay, so that was all about the critical reasoning and problem solving section. Let's move forward with the next section, which is abstract reasoning. All right, so we have visual reasoning, flow chart, directional sense, seating arrangement, and so on and so forth. If you want to know about more topics which comes in the abstract reasoning section, head over to our preparation.com page, Accenture dashboard, and you will get all the details along with practice mocks as well. Let's take a look towards the section division. 15 questions, 15 minutes. Again, difficulty is moderate, so 1 question, 1 minute. Quite good time for you to solve one abstract reasoning question. I feel so. Right? So again, moving forward, before that, again, letting you know, a quick reminder that if you have not connected with us on any of our social media handles, make sure you do that so that you don't miss out on any of the drive updates or hiring opportunities that may come your way during this placement season and get you placed in your dream company. All right, do make sure that you are following us on Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and Telegram, especially Instagram, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. All right. Before that, let me just quickly tell you and show you that you can follow us on, separate Instagram handles for separate batches. Let's say you're from 2024, then you can follow us on 2024. If you're from 2023, you can follow us on 2023. All right. So that is said, you can come onto this particular page on our prepinsta.com/Instagram. All of the links for social media handles will be there in the description, so you can follow us from that as well. Right. So from here in this page, you can see we have section handle wise division of all of the Instagram pages. So whichever batch you belong to, you can come over, head over here and move towards our Instagram page and follow us there. All right. So moving forward, also make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell as well, because we don't want you to miss on any of the important videos, preparation videos, hiring sessions, live sessions for you to get placed in your dream company. All right. Moving forward, coming to our technical section, we have completed our cognitive section. Moving towards our technical section. So the first section is common application in MS Office. It's the basic MS Office knowledge, guys. You don't have to have a lot of theoretical knowledge in this. It's the basic thing which we have been studying from first or second or third standard in computers. Let's say MS Office, basic browser working fundamentals, working flow of keys, shortcut keys, let's say Control A, Control Z. Right, so moving forward, we have the network security and cloud section for the technical section. The topics are right in front of you on your screen. So we have fireworks, network security devices, basics of networking, attached type, cloud data providers, data centers, and so on and so forth. The entire list is right there in front of you. Take a screenshot if you want to, or you can come back, refer to this video and look at all of the topics, or you can head over to our prepinsta.com dashboard and practice questions for the same. Let's quickly take a note of the question and section division. Number of questions is 10 questions and the time is again 40 minutes shared for the entire technical section. The difficulty is of moderate level. All right, so that was all about the Accenture online assessment part, round 1. All right, so we had 3 subsections for the cognitive section and 3 subsections for the technical section. Let's move forward to the round 2, which is coding. All right, now as we already know, we have already discussed in the previous slides that for the coding, you can code in any of these languages, which is C, C++, Java, Python, and .NET. All right, there are the total number of questions is 2. And the total time limit is 45 minutes. Difficulty is going to be moderate. Let's say the first question will be easy to moderate and the second question will be moderate to high. All right. So average difficulty would be moderate level. So you can prepare for coding from Prepinsta Prime. Let's give you a quick dive into Prepinsta Prime, as the top 3 commenters are also going to get a free Prepinsta Prime access. You should be knowing what is Prepinsta Prime actually. And when it comes to coding and placement preparations, it's going to be the best platform for you because it's the one-stop solution for all your placement preparation. All right. Since we were talking about the coding section, you can come over here, learn new languages, just C, C++, Java, and Python. If you want to upgrade your knowledge, you can do it from here. If you want to learn a complete new language, you can do that from here as well. Let's say that you have a basic knowledge in coding and you want to move it to an advanced level. You can do that from our basic coding to intermediate coding to competitive coding as well. And we also have data structures in all of these languages only for you to prepare for the pseudocode as well, because we have pseudocode section and DSA in that. Alright, moving forward, we also have the entire skill section, which comes handy when you are sitting in front of the HR or the technical interviewer and you have these skills mentioned in your resume. So if you have these skills in your resume, you are going to get a top-notch preference than the candidates who do not have these in their resumes. Alright, and then we also have full stack courses for you, starting from full stack web dev, front end, learn about Node.js, HTML, CSS, and whatnot. So if you want to deep dive into the world of coding and become a front-end, back-end, or a full-stack developer, this is your chance. PrepInsta Prime has these courses for you in just one place. Alright, moving forward, we also have the entire aptitude section, starting from quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal, DI, visual reasoning, and so on and so forth. So if you want to prepare for the entire online assessment for Accenture, you can do it from this particular section as well. Moving forward, we also have tracks for product and service-based companies, which is going to come handy if you want to learn about the roadmap on how to get your placement in FAANG companies or Big Four companies and so on. Alright, so we are going to again talk about PrepInsta Prime in just a few minutes once we complete our video on the syllabus and recruitment pattern. Let's come back. We have talked about the coding. Let's now talk about the communication assessment round. Alright, so let's take a deep dive, quick dive into what number of questions will be there, the time limit, and the sections for the communication assessment round. So we have reading sentences, repeating sentences, jumbled sentences, Q&A, story retelling, and open HR questions. The number of questions for each of these sections is simultaneously written. So 2 questions, 16 questions for repeating sentences, 10 for jumbled, 24 for question and answers, 3 for story retelling, and 4 to 5 for open HR questions. Total time limit will be 20 minutes. Now, like I told you that in the previous slide, we had discussed that there are going to be 20 to 25 questions, but they can also increase the number of questions. So let's say that we have 24 questions here. They might decrease the number of questions here as well. So they might have just 10 question answers and they might have more number of reading sentences. Alright, it completely depends on Accenture, on what number of questions they are going to provide you for any of the assessments. Alright, so that depends completely on them. The time limit is going to be 20 minutes. Some time limit can also extend up to 30 minutes if they wish to. Right, so that is the gap, 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, if you want to have a deeper dive into what the communication assessment round questions will be, what kind of questions will you get, we have a complete video on that. It will be linked in the eye above. So click on that video once you have completed this video and you can go and watch that video as well. It's going to be really handy for you. We have practice sessions over there as well. Alright, moving forward, so we have discussed all of the 3 patterns and now next up we have interview section, so which we'll discuss a little later. But before that, let's talk about the important pointers that you must know before you sit for the Accenture assessment. So there is no negative marking, so it's a holy grail for you that there is no negative marking. Even if you go wrong, you will not be marked negative, your scores will not come down. Intersection and intra-section navigation is allowed. That means you can move from section 1 to section 2, or you can move from question 1 to question 10. So intersection and intra-section, both navigation is allowed. Accenture's test is non-adaptive. What does non-adaptive mean? That your difficulty level for the questions will not increase or decrease if you're giving a wrong or a right answer. Alright, so it's non-adaptive. It is pre-set. Accenture uses CoCubes as the assessment platform. Now, since it uses CoCubes as the assessment platform, what you can do is you can come on to prepinstaprime.com and we have the entire CoCubes course for you, which sets the level of questions, difficulty questions that the CoCubes usually has. Alright, so you can practice for Accenture from this CoCubes course as well. Alright. Moving forward, let's talk about the technical interview. So technical interview is going to be, let's say, for 30 to 40 minutes. Basic technical questions will be asked. So there are going to be some prerequisites. The first is that you should have proper skills in your resume. The second is you should have projects in your resume. Alright, not just in your resume, in your career and experience as well. And then your resume should be properly curated. So these 3 things are very important when it comes to technical interview. Right? So for that, we also have a complete source for you, which is if you come down, we have exciting projects for you on PrepInsta Prime. So if you want to learn about Netflix movie recommendation or Zomato review analysis, you can do that from the project section, or also, create games. That is all also there for you. And then we also have coding brush ups as well, which is going to help you out to, brush up your coding knowledge or technical skills and not stammer in front of the interviewer. All right. That's all about the technical interview. And then next we have the HR interview. Right, and for the HR interview, we have a complete course on HR interview. All right, so we have a complete HR course which is going to help you to prepare for your HR interview. Right, so Prepinsta Prime, like I told you, it's a one-stop shop. You have aptitude, coding, projects, skills, resume building, HR, everything in just one place. All right, and that was all about this particular video. If you have by the end of this video got the knowledge of the recruitment and syllabus pattern, kudos to you. If not, please go back, watch the entire video again, and it's going to help you to put the pieces into place as to what Accenture is going to expect out of you. All right, again, if you're not connected with us on social media handles, make sure that you connect with us on at least 3 of these important platforms, which is Instagram, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn, to not miss any drive update from our end to you, so that you don't miss any chance of getting placed in your dream company. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell as well, so that you get notified whenever we drop a new video on YouTube, which is going to be a lot many times in this placement season, along with live sessions, hiring updates, and so on. Right, and we wouldn't want you to miss your placement opportunities. Moving forward, another surprise for you, like I've already discussed, the top 3 commenters on this video are going to get a free Prepinsta Prime access, and now we know what Prepinsta Prime is. So yes, I know you want that Prepinsta Prime access, so start commenting, start brainstorming, and you can comment anything about your experience with Prepinsta, any queries that you have, any resolution that you want from us to be solved for you, and we will be there to help you out. Alright, so that's it for this particular video. Thank you so much. We'll meet you in the next video.